Now, ladies and gents, the SA Reserve Bank just announced their interest rate decision, which, as seen on the screen, you'll notice that they have finally started cutting interest rates by 25 basis points, which now takes the prime lending rate for me and you to 11.5%. So this interest rate decision, which they announced for banks now, interest rates is sitting at 8%, and this was previously from the 8.25%, which I must say it was pretty steep, it was pretty high, ending out or resulting in banks giving us a prime lending rate of around 11.75%. So these are good news, though I know some of the people wanted a 50 basis point cut or 0.5% cut. I think 0.25 it's not bad, so at least we are going to get a relief in some of our debts. We are going to be able to use some of the money that we're paying for on our loans to buy shares, to invest, which will grow our money pretty well. So this, like I said, brings some relief to the consumers or SA consumers, and from here we can expect more rates cut to come. And if I'm not mistaken, next year they are looking at cutting interest rates to maybe around 7% or just above 7%, which therefore means we could see interest rates being cut by 1% next year, which is something that is pretty exciting. Now, during this announcement, one of the things or some of the things that were important which he mentioned is that oil prices, or should oil prices go down, it will be one of the big motives that helps them maybe also be aggressive when it comes to dropping or decreasing interest rates. Whereas if oil prices go up, we all know what that does to the economy. Food gets expensive because food gets transported by petrol. Petrol comes from oil, and therefore if oil prices go up, petrol prices will go up, which as a result will make the food prices to also rise, which will make inflation to rise, making the SA Reserve Bank once again finding themselves in a situation where they need to tighten the policy, which that might mean they hold or they decide to increase. But increasing, I don't think we'll see it anytime. I think they've increased, it's enough. What they rather do, or what they, worst case scenario, what they can do is to maybe just hold and not increase or decrease, because I mean, let's face it, a lot of consumers, businesses have been suffering because of this high inflation, high interest rates, economy, and it is high time that we see, of course, interest rates coming down. I mean, countries like the US also have started reducing or cutting interest rates. I mean, in the US yesterday we saw a 0.5% of interest rate cut, which was something that was pretty exciting. I think part of the reason that also people in SA, including myself, were expecting 50 basis point or 0.5% cut, it is because the US maybe also announced a 0.5% cut last night, which made the markets to also enjoy, and some of the stocks that we follow were rallying so well, and hoping that today we'll see SA do the same. But for SA, for now, it's 0.25% decrease, which I think, like I said, it is still a good thing to see in interest rates finally on a downtrend. So monthly repayments for those people that were struggling with the repayments are going to come down. At least you are going to get a breather, which is something that is pretty exciting and will, I suppose, make the SA consumers to once again have hope that things will get better. Because let's face it, the last time interest rates came down, it was back in July of 2020. So since July of 2020, interest rates have just been increasing, and to see them coming down after 4 years of increasing interest rates, it is something that brings relief and shows us that, yeah, the future looks bright. We might see interest rates coming down, which as a result will make, of course, consumers to be happy, find themselves at a comfortable place where they not only are able to afford to buy, to pay their existing loans, but also they will be able to go maybe get more loans, buy new cars, buy new homes, grow their business, which is very important, especially to us that buy shares. Companies, we own companies we invest in, they will be able to now borrow money, easily borrow money and grow their business. Because at an environment where we are in, I must say it was not only difficult for you and me, but also for the companies who invest in the stock market to go and borrow money, because the repayment, it was just so unbearable, and therefore it was not a wise choice for the companies who invest in to go and borrow money, because repayments was going to be a lot. And with these rate cuts, hopefully it will start to opening some doors to companies who invest in to go borrow money to grow the business, which as a result will grow revenue, which will boost the share price and excite us as the investors. Otherwise, with all that, just thought I'd just give you this quick updates. Tell me what you think about these latest news of the rate cuts. Are you happy? If not, why are you not happy? What did you expect? This is just the beginning of more good news to come. Let's be patient. That's all from me, and God bless you all.